So, good morning. We're on lesson number 157 of a workbook of A Course in Miracles, and I've not really been able to start the lesson because this is a day of silence and of trust. Into His presence would I enter now. And I don't know how many times I've read this lesson between last night and this morning just now. And the English is spectacular. I mean, if anybody, it is true. There's a video that's out that a friend of mine, Jimmy Twyman, does with the Wooten clan. They're all musicians. Victor Wooten, bass player, being one of them, and they talk about the use of iambic pentameter and the Shakespearean nature of this language. And when you read this lesson, I mean, that is so spectacular. It blows me away just reading the way this is written, the English that it's prosed in, let's say. When I was in college, and we had to take we had required courses and we had elective courses. So one of the required courses was Shakespeare 1, and I wound up taking an elective in Shakespeare by the same priest who taught the first course, the required course, because he was so passionate about the language that when he read Shakespeare, it was just pure, delightful entertainment to me. And the language, Shakespeare, came alive for me then. This is long before I discovered A Course in Miracles. And then when I picked this up, I saw the same language. I was just blown away. And it takes a while, maybe, to learn, as you learn the course, to read the language in a way in which the life literally comes through the phraseology that's utilized in the prose, and it's spectacular. It is much like, I don't know, it reminds me sometimes, what was the movie with Richard Dreyfuss, with the aliens and the playing of the organ when they're trying to bring the mothership in, and the tones that they will had to learn to express it. It is much like that. It's a code. There's a code in the cadence that begins, I don't know how you even describe it, a repetitive pattern that brings you constantly back into an experience over and over again, no matter what the words are that are being used, because and it is spectacular that this could go on for so many pages. And there's these incredible rhymes that are put in here every once in a while that, blow me away when I read them. Let's see, there's one in here. Where can I find it? I know it. I just read it. And generally speaking, they happen at a fairly regular interval. There's some spectacular in this lesson. Your body will be sanctified today. Its only purpose being now, to bring the vision of what you experienced this day to light the world. So there's some very interesting. He also uses a term, and I think after reading this the number of times that I did today, that I might do some research, he uses the term the Holy One. Now, he doesn't use that term very often in the entirety of the masterpiece that obviously is A Course in Miracles. So it has a very particular meaning and connotation in it. And in today's lesson, there's a sense of what that means. Now, to me, when I get to a spot where I'm wondering, I have it naturally happens that I ask and get an answer to what that means, to what the meaning that's being utilized by Jesus behind the words, what he's actually talking to. That's not the concept, yet the reality behind the words. And today I was given an understanding, and perhaps I can't convey that understanding, but I do see it in my mind. Part of the vision that is given, that we are given to extend and give, comes from the clarification that is offered to me through the utilization of this impeccably constructed message from Jesus, and the ability for our minds to be open to correction and understanding. Now, it's interesting that the human mind, the human being, when it hears the word correction, it experiences the idea of something being wrong rather than something being rectified, made right. So that what's being offered here is the ability for us all to go, it's much like a dictionary where we can look up words so we can all understand the same meaning. There's the Holy One in our mind, the Holy One, which is what we all are as one. The Holy One, the entirety of us, that is what it dreams the dream for us, that we are given to follow. And we open our minds to the Holy Spirit and the meaning of these terms. The reality behind the terms becomes an understanding which we can carry in our heart, that's personal to each and every one of us, to further us in the journey that we're all making together as we come to utilize that same mind, the mind of Christ, wherefrom we look out and we all begin to understand and see the same way. Now, to many, that sounds like boredom until it starts to happen as an experience. You know, we think that the diversity of in the world makes the world, entertaining as it is, because there's so many different perspectives and point of view. And yet, when we're beginning to search for a meaning in all of it, we have to go behind the screen, behind the words, so that we can enter into a similar experience. And then, much as a many-faceted diamond, the facet that each one of us represents can shine that single light through it. And so that the extension of the light from the facets don't compete with each other, yet they complement each other and make the entirety of the extension of the light energy that is our creative reality. Where is it? Learning, here it is. This is another crucial turning point in the curriculum. We add a new dimension now, a fresh experience that sheds a light on all that we have learned already and prepares us for what we have yet to learn. It brings us to the door where learning ceases, and we catch a glimpse of what lies past the highest reaches it can possibly attain. Language is impeccable. It's beautiful. I mean, you have to sort of, when you get the cadence and you get, it leaves us there an instant, and we go beyond it, sure of our direction and our only goal. Today it will be given you to feel a touch of heaven. Though you will return the paths of learning, yet you have come far enough along the way to alter time sufficiently to rise above its laws and walk into eternity a while. This you will learn to do increasingly, as every lesson faithfully rehearsed brings you more swiftly to this holy place and leaves you for a moment to yourself. There's another interesting line in here. Let's see if I can find it here. Oh, here. As this experience increases, and all goes but this become of little worth, the world to which you will return becomes a little closer to the end of time, a little more like heaven in its ways, a little nearer its deliverance, and you who bring it light will come to see the light more sure, the vision more distinct. The time will come when you will not return in the same form in which you now appear, for you will have no need of it. So listen to that. Don't try to interpret that within the understanding of the human mind, but listen to what it is hearkening, it is calling to within you. Don't try to figure out what that means. Just listen to what it is invoking in you. Feel, and that's what this lesson, feel is. This lesson is designed to help you feel something that cannot be felt in the world, but can be felt within you when you let these words evoke within you a sense of something that's beyond the form and world entirely, yet is not beyond you because you are within it and it is within you. Yet now it has a purpose and will serve it well. Many people think the body is so corrupted, it has no use, it's of no value. And yet we're being told here that your body will be sanctified today and that it has a purpose and will serve it well. So we're not trying to escape from our body and the world. We're trying to come to an understanding within our mind and our heart, and a way to fulfill a purpose even within the world through the utilization of the body, of the form. Forget the body, of the form. We can utilize the entirety of form as a demonstration of a realization of a purpose that can help further the vision of our salvation in reality. So that while we can't give the experience, we cannot give experience like this directly, yet it leaves a vision in our eyes, which we can offer everyone, that he may come the sooner to the same experience in which the world is quietly forgot and heaven is remembered a while. That's what we're getting at. So we're not trying to extract ourselves from the equation of a world of space and time. We're trying to have our mind, our perception, of all of these things altered to such a degree that they are no longer prohibitive. They are no longer the obstacles that we previously thought they were to the fulfillment of our function and our ability to bring about the time when dreams are no longer necessary, nor is the form in which we dream the dream to help us heal our mind. So the time will come when you will not return. Today we will embark upon a course you have not dreamed of. A course that you have not dreamed of, but the Holy One, the giver of happy dreams, translator of perception into truth, the holy guide to heaven given you, has dreamed for you this journey which you make and start today with the experience this day holds out to be your own.